All right. Good afternoon. How about not afternoon because we don't know when it is.
Is that in slow motion?
Oh, no, it's not. That was the other one that did it.
Alright.
Hey there, we got Tim here and
Micah.
all right, Micah, how old are you?
I'm 12.
All right. How long have you been playing pickleball?
About 15 months.
All right, he has about 15 months. I've been playing for about 2 years. So we're not one of those like Ben Johns have been playing for 10 years or, people have been playing before COVID. A lot of people picked it up at COVID, but it's something that's growing every day at our gym. We're noticing more and more. I think we're up to 500, just going from next to none up to 500 in the last year and a half. So it's exciting to see the growth of pickleball. Today we're going to talk about some paddles. Today Gearbox came out with the new paddles called the Pro Ultimate. It's an awesome paddle. We'll kind of get into how it plays, comparison to a couple other paddles. Um, to give you a little bit of background on us, once again, you know how much we played. Micah actually here picked up a Gearbox sponsorship a couple weeks ago, so he's with Team Gearbox, and that's kind of how we got the paddle about 3 weeks ago. So we wanted to toss out a review on it because a lot of people might be trying to decide. Personally, I loved my Magnus, my Gen 3. It was the best paddle I've ever played up to date. But after it got banned, you kind of get in that, the pickle of I don't know what paddle to go with next. So I kind of went through back to the Perseus Gen 2, then I went over to the Carbon, tried a CX14 Gearbox for a little bit, tried the Pro Power for a bit. I couldn't find a paddle that, could really replace that Magnus until I played with that Ultimate. So I just felt like, we had to do this review to kind of help give you a little more insight. Just to give you a background on kind of what paddles that both of us have played with over the last year and a half, 2 years. We started off with some cheap Franklins. I think most people start off with the $30 paddle, and then you're like, dude, I got to buy a nicer paddle. I guess we always feel like we need to buy nicer paddles. Anyway, so we started off with the Franklin, went to a Warrior, had a Warrior Edge, Hyperion, a Perseus. We had the 16 and 14 version of that. The Carbon, we had the 3X14 and the 3X16. We had a Magnus Gen 3 in both 14 and also in 16. We had a Perseus Gen 3 in the 14 millimeter. We had a Selkirk 006, a 003, Selkirk Power Air, Selkirk Lux, CX14 Ultimate from Gearbox, Gearbox Pro Power, and then finally our Gearbox Pro Ultimate. So those are the different paddles we played with over the last couple of years, over the last year and a half, 2 years. So that's kind of what we're using as kind of comparison. To date, I feel like the Pro Ultimate is going to replace the Gen 3s out there. The way the way you have power, but the way it also has control is going to be a game changer for a lot of people out there. Today we're going to talk to Micah about the different, kind of comparing the Pro Power to the Pro Ultimate. A lot of people know the Pro Power. It's probably one of the highly sought after power paddles out there today. Power, compared to other ones, I don't think there's another paddle out there that can beat the power of a Pro Power. But the drawback to me, I feel like a lot of times when I hit it, it feels like I'm hitting with a plywood. I get a boardy, vibraty feel. Micah's been able to master it. Maybe he's always hit the sweet spot and I don't, but I just had a hard time being able to control that. Micah's been able to master that. He's been playing with it for about 4 months. So comparing the two, the Gearbox Pro Power here compared to the Gearbox Pro Ultimate, what do you think the best one for Pop is?
Pop would probably be the Gearbox Pro Power.
All right. So Pro Power, has the power.
It's
a
little thinner, so you can get more pop off of it.
All right. What about spin control? Which one do you think is better for spin control?
Probably the Pro Ultimate because it stays on the paddle more, and you can get that more spin off of it. And the Pro Power, it's thinner, so it comes off quicker, and you won't get as much spin as you could.
All right. Big thing that a lot of people, when looking at a power paddle, they know it has a power, but as far as what they're looking for, a lot of people at control. Which one do you feel like has a little better control?
Definitely the Pro Ultimate because it's a 16, and almost all 16s have more control. But after about 4 months of playing with the Pro Power, you get used to the power, and you can get a little more control.
All right. Some of us, older, I lasted about 2 weeks before I was like, I don't like this Pro Power. I felt like it was just like people would start speeding up, and I'd try and counter, and it would just fly way out. I couldn't try and slow it down as much as I'd like to. But, if you hang with it, he's mastered that. He does a great job with being able to control that Pro Power. Next thing, lastly, the power. Which one, they're both great power paddles, so it's hard to kind of, pick between the two. But which one do you give the power award to?
The Pro Power.
Oh, Pro Power. Yeah, it's hard. That thing smacks it really good. The Pro Power, Pro Ultimate, I feel like it's pretty close. The best thing I can compare the Pro Ultimate to is probably a Gen 3 16 millimeter paddle. It has the pop. I mean, it obviously doesn't have the same exact core as the Gen 3s do, but as far as the power, the ball off the paddle, it does a great job. But then you also have that reset power. Personally, I feel like, the Pro Power is really for, people who have really, really good self-control. If you're kind of in the middle, kind of still working on, kind of going from that intermediate to advanced, I feel like this paddle is going to be your game changer. They're both the same price, but you're going to end up with a lot better drops and control and resets with this Pro Ultimate. It's going to be a game changer in your pickleball play. So, you have anything else to say?
No.
All right, well, this just got released today, so go check it out. Gearbox actually does free trials, or not free, I think they charge you like 10 or 20 bucks, to rent their, and you actually can pick up a few. So you could maybe pick up a Pro Power and a Pro Ultimate, grab them both, try them out for, I think you can give it like a week or two to be able to try them out, get some good games in, see which ones you play best with, and that way you can make the best decision for yourself. But go out, check Gearbox out today. Have a great night. I think I want to do that ending different.
Yeah, we should do like look in the link below for the new Gearbox and put the link below.
I don't know how to do those link belows.
You just
I don't know what I'm going to say. Well, that pretty much concludes our review here. We got Micah, Tim, and we just want to say dink on. That sounds dumb.
Yeah. No, look in the description. We forgot. Look in the description.
That pretty much concludes our review of the paddles today. Look down in the description for your link for the different paddles. Try them out today. See which one you like. And have fun on the court. Be safe.
That's good. Yeah, that's better.